Okay. Anyone, any question regarding previous sessions? What we have done in previous session is all about machine learning and all. In today's session, we will start generative AI with Azure Databricks. Okay. So in previous session, we have done machine learning algorithm with Databricks. In today's session, we will talk about agenda of today's session is Gen AI with Data Bricks. Anyone, any question before we dive right into the exact topic and PPT? No question. So I'm going to start with this basic theory. Here you can see this is our Gen AI basic infrastructure. Inside this structure, we will be leveraging our prompt engineering. We will discuss about RAG algorithm, retrieve augmented generation. We will see how to perform fine tuning on Gen AI, how to use pre-trained from the scratch, and then how to leverage this Mosaic AI agent framework comprises a set of tools on Databricks design. They have already so many tools, so many algorithms in running stage. For example, MetaLlama 3.1, 70 billion instruction, GT large, Mistral 7B are available immediate use with pay per token pricing and workloads that require performance guarantee like fine tune model variants can be developed with output. What exactly we can go ahead? We can set our serving endpoints. We can download our tool where we are going to use these predefined models. Here you can see so many models are already there. Those are ready in ready state. We can directly use these and these models. Here we are creating these models from our end. We can create our model using this part. This is agenda of today's session. Let's do we have any question, any query before I dive right into the topic itself? Okay. So allow me to explain this topic again. Here we have prompt engineering. We will discuss prompt engineering. We will have RAG implementation. Later on, this fine tuning is required. And finally, we can use pre-trained model with Scratch. You will have your own data. You can own your own model, and then you can maintain different differentiation between these two models. There are several models, those are already there. For example, Metal Llama 3.1, 70 billion instruction, GT large, Mistral 7B, and so many other models are there. Those are immediate use with pay per token pricing. You don't have to use that cluster. So this is generative AI and generative AI with Databricks, and here we have proper channel pipeline, and this is serving endpoint. We will be using serving endpoints. So in previous sessions, we have already used our models. Allow me to show this part here, this one. So when you click on this model, if you find a recording of previous session, you will find we have created these models. We have registered our model. We created endpoints. But here we are using our playground. This option is there. Can you see? Inside this playground, we have so many existing models as well. For example, if I click here, for example, I'm clicking servings. Can you see? This model is running. 44 minutes ago, I started this model and it's creating my endpoints. And if you will focus on bottom part here, so many models are in ready state. So you can come back here and directly you can use this model. How? I'm going to click on this any one of them. Let's say I'm clicking on this Claude 3.7. So can you see I can use this model directly and I can use this model for endpoints. Okay, let's go back to our cluster part. First, we have created this compute resources. This compute is again machine learning. I'm not going to run this cluster because our prompt will run on pay per use based, not our cluster which we will create inside compute resources. Okay, so we are not going to start any cluster here. Is it connecting everyone? Okay, let's say we have this play option, and inside this play you can see on top of this we have so many models. Those are written here. If you will expand this part, this is showing so many other models are there. They are using paper tokens provision throughout external custom agents are and already there. Their features are written there, Databricks cloud and bricks, this one, gamma and all. So I'm not going to use all of these, but only llama 3.3 70 billion struct. This is based upon pay per token. I'm going to use this Databricks Meta Llama 3.3. If you focused on right hand side, if you emphasize on this pricing method, this is just creating this price. So price per 1 million token is 21.4 dbu. Anyone can tell what is the dbu? Dbu stands for, if anyone can explain. What is dbu here? Am I audible?
So the
Yes,
DBU
you
is
are.
the unit, right? We discussed Databricks units actually.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the model invocation,
Mm-hmm.
whatever token is being generated, that needs a cost to be paid, right? Because it's using the infra. Maybe because of that it is just price.
Yes. So this is data bricks unit, smallest unit where we are going to pay. So when we say this is going to pay for price per unit is around 21 and something price for 1 million tokens. So is it very costly or very cheap? Is this amount is very costly or very low, very cheap?
How many number of tokens? Where
1
it is
million.
showing?
For 1 million token, they are gonna charge us 21.429 DPU.
Dollar wise, how much it is going to be?
Uh, Dollar you will have to convert there, but
Around $100 or something?
I would say this is very cheap. This is very low because 1 million token is very
Yeah,
amount. We are
yeah,
not gonna
absolutely.
use this 1 million token in a single shot or any
Yeah,
query or anyone.
unless you are injecting huge amount of data to
Exactly,
process.
exactly. So I'm going to use this endpoint. Can you see? I'm just selected this Meta Llama 3.370 billion, and this is going to get some tools and everything here, right? On bottom of this, I'm having this prompt. Let's say I'm saying hi GPT. So I'm just hitting my prompt. Can you see it's going to provide answer. It's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you, or with, or what would you like, chat? So I'm going to ask some question with, like you asked with chat GPT. If you come back here, you can ask another question as well. For example, how is how is what's top news today? If you ask this question, so it's going to generating response. I'll give you brief down of your new current stories and all. This is all everything regarding this response here. Okay. One more thing I'm going to focus here. I have not started my compute. Still, it's going to provide my response here. It's giving that response that we what kind of question we are going to ask here. Okay. So for this llama, we don't have to create compute resources. It works on pay per tokens. Here you can see this is pay per tokens here. So I'm going to use this their infrastructure. You can add system prompt. So what would be the system prompt? For example, I want to optionally override the system prompt. I want to change this. You behave like Indian person. This would be Indian person, and for that structure your answer accordingly. I'm going to create that prompt here and just save. Now I'm asking that question again. Hi, how are you? It will provide answer in Hindi sometimes or in Indian language. And namaste, it's the way we greet in India. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Having a cup of chai, because chai is most people used to have early in the morning. And now I'm busy. How about kaise ho? How's you doing so far? In between some Hindi language also. This is how you can change your prompt. Is that connecting? Now check the response. If you give holiday again, so it will give the response according to Indian people, or you are some based upon this particular region or some European country based, so it will give that answer. Now, once we have changed the system prompt, their parameters, there is another way to change their properties. You can go back here on left pane. You can click on the setting option. You can make the temperature. Anyone having any idea what does the temperature mean? You can make temperature in between 0 and 1. So I'm going to create this temperature from 0 to 1. Can you see here? Now using this P. So this is probability threshold used for nucleus sampling. You can make changes of this. You can set this parameter K, define number of K most likely tokens to use for top K filtering. Set the value to 1 to make output deterministic. So I'm going to make it 1 and make this value. Maximum tokens you want to allow. For example, I want to make it 1000. If you want to add another parameter, you just add it here. This would be custom parameter and save it. So this will provide response on the basis of these parameters. Is this connecting?
Yes. So, is the a charge going to be based on the maximum token
Is the
charge? So, we were
yes,
talking about.
yes. So of course your response will be based upon this maximum tokens, where number of tokens to generate. So it's going to charge inputs and output. If you expand this one, here we have inputs and outputs. Everything is defined. So they are gonna charge for these parameters as well.
So, what was it the main function of temperature? So, what will be changed if we set the temperature 0 or different from 0?
Okay, temperature means okay. Just wait. You Google temperature in chat GPT. So when you look at their official website, hmm, so when you look at their documentation, if we search for temperature, you will find their the proper production references, responses, streaming, no, and temperature. Just wait. I'm finding that. Hmm. If you look at this chart, so use temperature value 1 in our conversation. For example, diversity, penalty, presence, frequency, and all. It's not there. Hmm. If you look at this chart, they have defined this temperature. For example, you want to generate any code, so your temperature should be zero point 0.2. So it is useful for generating code. For example, you want to write some creativity writing, so your temperature must be zero point 0.7. This would be zero point 0.7 around. Chatbot responses zero point 0.5, code comment generation zero point 0.3, data analysis scripting zero point 0.2, explanatory code writing so zero point 0.6. So on the basis of this value, we need to put our temperature and probability. Can you see this combination here?
Yes, so that means temperature will never be zero. So what it actually does to the model, whether that control their
It controls the behavior of your responses. What kind of response you want to generate? Are you looking for some code generated, or some English writing, or some poem, or some patriotic response, or you need some funny response, or you need some out of the box, or you need some scientific responses, or very research paper based responses. So it's asking your cup of tea, what kind of response you are looking for. For example, I'm asking how is human body. So in what terms I'm asking? I want to explain this human body to my 7 years old child, or I want to explain this human body architecture to my medical candidates, medical learners, medical students, or I'm going to write a poem on this human body. That is going to control by temperature.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so if you come back here, can you see this is also this use case temperature and right? So if you go back here, temperature is a parameter that controls the creativity or randomness of the text generated by GPT-3. A high temperature 0.7 results in more diverse and creative output, whereas low temperature makes the output more deterministic and focused. So this is controlling your entire randomness and creativity. Did I answer your query? Okay. Now move ahead. When we want to use existing catalog, existing algorithm, so we will have to use our catalog. Here we have created our catalog, our schema, our tables in previous sessions as well. But now we want to see some system. Here we you can see this is system is part there. Huh. Through this system, you can see we have AI related some feature. Inside this AI, we have so many other models, existing models. If I expand this one, AI, can you see this is showing models? If I expand models, so it's consisting so many other models as well. I want to use any one of these models. So I'm going to use, let's say, Mistral 7B instruct here. Okay, so version 02. So I'm going to click on this. Can you see it's a ready to serve this model? I can serve this model, and version 2 and version 1 are also here. Okay, if you want to see the details, if you want to share the permissions, you can see this is allowed model, and here I can use this one. Okay, if you will expand this one, here you can see the detailing part of this one, how to deploy the model serving, how to query of this model, how to find the serving endpoints and all. So I'm going to click on this serve this model. I'm going to name it August 04 2025 underscore DevOps NLP. This would be model name for which I'm going to creating serving endpoints. Then I want to use the version. So if I want to select version number 1, so I can select it. I want to use version number 2, I can select this one as well. You can set your tokens as well, how many tokens, up to tokens per second you can leverage. So this is provisioned throughout. Okay, so all these settings you will have to provide here. And finally, if you look right hand side, these are payment related things. For this model, you are gonna charge 0 to 4,900 tokens per second, and this is what 0 to 146 dBu they are gonna charge us. And this is totally serverless budget policy. You are not going to use your computer and compute resources at once. And let's hit on create. Before hitting on this create option, do we have any question, any query?
No, but Sachin, the question is, who is going to run this way? You might have to run it through the notebook. I thought of in this way, right?
Yes, we will be using this. We will use this model at our notebook. I'll create one notebook in upcoming in few seconds.
Okay.
Later on,
And
I'm just creating endpoints through existing models.
okay.
Once it is created, I can use this model through that credentials and endpoints only. As we did in machine learning algorithm, once we created that endpoints and then we test our rows and that values.
Mhm.
If you remember.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay. If you can see here, allow me to erase this one. If you go back here, here somewhere, if you can click on this experiments, you can see this is part one and showing here. If you click on this models, you can see this is showing here. Okay, and now I can see here. Can you see? It's a creating for me. Okay, let's cancel pending updates. Let's create this models. Here we have let's say go to catalog, go to systems, go to AI, go to models, llama 3 vector 0, search this model, and August 04 NLP underscore model DevOps underscore HR. So I'm going to select my model here, going to scale to 0, and let's create it. If you look at this part, it's going to create my endpoints, and these are pending configuration. If you will scroll down, you will find it's going to create my endpoints here. Meanwhile, it's going to create my endpoints so that I can use this model. Let's create a notebook. So I'm going to create a notebook. With this notebook, I'm going to name it as Control A, Control V. Okay. So this is going to make some heading here using playground models in machine learning model. See. So first I need to install libraries and SDK. So what I need to do, I need to set my Databricks access token, PAT, for workspace user. How would you create this Databricks access token? I'll go back here, click on this setting option on right top. Through this right top, I'll click on developer side. Through this developer, I can see this is access token. With this access token, I'm clicking on manage. clicking generate new token, generate and copy this one and close it. Go back here and let's write some variable and data bricks underscore token equals to this one. I just assign this token into a variable. Okay, I am not going to run this one because my cluster is not ready. Now let's create a client, creating a client to access these models. So I'm going to write OpenAI. So through OpenAI, I'm going to create client OpenAI, and this would be Azure Databricks net serving endpoints. How you can get this endpoint? You just come back here, and this is your endpoints. And I'm going to copy this entire endpoints and just come back here and paste it here and remove this point here. Can you see here?
So what is this base URL actually? How maybe if you could just show once.
Uh, can you say it again? What is
The base URL that you brought out, right?
this space?
Yeah, yeah, the base URL, no? Base URL.
Base URL, this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So this base URL, can you show once more actually that
Yes,
you got it from
this is
Azure?
from this top. Can you see? From this top, I am getting this. Can you see it
Okay.
again?
Yeah, yeah, I can see. Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, got it. I got it.
Okay. Once it is ready, you can run this code. Allow me to paste another code as well. I'm going to import MLflow and then MLflow open going auto. Now, then finally, I can make use of this jet functions here, and you can ask through your notebook as well with the role content. You are an AI role user. Tell me about generative AI, and the model is system AI. So we will be using this model. Let's wait till then. This is to create. Do we
So
have
here
any
it is
question?
actually deploying the model somewhere.
Huh?
It is showing pending, right? That means it
Yes,
is
it's being
deploying the
created.
model.
Takes some time.
The endpoint is getting created after deployment, something
Yes.
like
Then only you can use this one.
that. Okay.
Use endpoints and all.
And it is deployed in your infra, right? Or in your compute.
In my
So wherever you are opening up the, I mean, it is under the area where maybe under your billing the compute is
yes,
created. Under that, actually, the model is getting deployed so that endpoint can be active.
yes. Let's wait for 5 to 10 minutes. Otherwise, this will be ready for use. I'm going to upload this sheet here so that you can try this code at your end. I'm going to file
Sure.
part 1, upload
Can you also help me to know? For example, you brought one function called autolog, right?
PPT.
So there are many functions. Every model may have different functions.
Yes, you may try at your end.
But how to find those actually? I
How
mean,
to
the which all
find
functions, which all functions, what is the functions definition and all.
you will have to check your description part.
So where is it actually in database?
Just wait. Introduction. Load and save course. You are you asking regarding these models? These models?
Yeah, I think autolog is one of the part of one of the model, right? So some
Yes.
NLKT model, natural language.
So you will have to read this section, the description part.
Okay,
This model is defined for Hugging Face.
gotcha. Okay.
So what is the purpose of this model? You can click on this link MLflow. It is MLflow model that is using transformer flavor in MLflow. It has 4 hosts, million parameters of a knowledge feed.
Hmm. Okay. It will give you the all the function
Yes,
details.
pre-trained
Whatever.
genetics model can be used for fine tuning and specific applications and all. Likewise, you can click any on this model and you can find this description.
Hmm. The attached link will have all the details, right? Which all functions under that model.
Yes. I believe this will take some time to deploy. Meanwhile, you can try with this notebook which I uploaded here at your end. I have this part 1 playground model GTE.
Please upload the another PPT. I think it was not
Yes,
allowed
I
here.
uploaded there in PPT and study
Okay.
material section.
Okay.
What is generative AI on Databricks? What is generative AI? Okay. Do we have any question, any query?
Now maybe tomorrow you are going to demonstrate how we could invoke with the data and all, right? And maybe
Yes, sure. I'll try to.
maybe yeah, last Friday you shown in this way, right? You deployed one model, you injected the data, you run the model, you get the binary output 0 or 1,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So in similar fashion, you are also going to use these models as well, huh?
Yes, I'll try to deploy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, Sachin. Thanks for the
Night.
class.
Good night.
Bye.